So I'm gonna do a thingy while we're doing this. What is today? Is today really the 29th? Dang. Yeah, and don't forget to look around and just enjoy this road. It's really, really pretty. I'll do a little moto vlog while we're riding, and I'll ask you some questions. All right, so today is December 29th. We have Sam, my oldest, on the Spyder in front of me. I'm on the blue bike. He says, hello, YouTube. I don't know if it's going to record you or not. It's supposed to, but we'll see. Excuse my voice. We were at the BYU Cougar, what was that, Colorado Buffalo Alamo Bowl last night, and I am paying for it this morning. But my son is thinking about getting a motorcycle, so we have him out on the first time on the F3T. I'm on the blue bike, and we are on the river road. So why do you want to get a motorcycle? Yeah. And then you want to get that Indian Scout. So yesterday, the bobber, yep. So yesterday was the first time he was on two wheels, so we taught him how to use the clutch. And then he went through the neighborhood. We only got into second gear with the little blue bike because it's in the neighborhood. But so it's the first time you've ever been on the Spyder. What do you think of the Spyder? A lot more grounded. Yep. And you're comfortable riding it. Never ridden it before in your life, and you have no issues with the controls. The seat feel nice and comfortable. Nice. It's an upgraded seat on that, so it's not the factory seat. So that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people do when they get a motorcycle, is that factory seat just isn't right for them. You know, like this one that I'm sitting on, the foam is super soft, so you blow through it and it puts a lot of pressure then on my tailbone, and it makes riding difficult. See all the people down there fishing? And this is the Guadalupe. Ay, ay, ay. Do a little standing up and relieve the pressure. And then when you ride two wheel, Sam, not only do you turn the bars, but you know, you also lean from left to right. You also can put pressure on the foot pegs to help you get through a corner. Don't forget to wave. There we go. That's a nice little BMW. Adventure bike. Yeah, you see these properties off to the right and then this cliff. And did you feel how we came down and there's no sun back here? And how cool it is? Yeah, I love that. You know, even in a convertible, you don't pick that up. That's probably one of my favorite things, is when I was going through Old Man's Cave and you would tuck it behind one of those hills, and how cool it would be. You know, because another thing that people don't tell you when you get a motorcycle, especially if you get one that makes a lot of power, they produce a lot of heat. So on the Spyder, you know, it makes 115 horsepower, which is quite a bit, and the heat will come up and it will roll right up your legs and onto your chest. Yeah, so on a cool day, it's really nice to go for a ride because you stay warm from that motor. But then I still have my heated gear stuff hooked up on that thing, so I think I'll freak everybody out this winter. When it gets cold, I'll go for a ride. because down here, what it seems to me anyway, is in the heat of the summer you don't see a lot of bikes, but once it cools off, you know, they start coming out. To where in Ohio, any good day, they're out riding because they don't have that many good days. We can go a little quicker through here. And then once it gets really pretty, we'll slow back down again. But yeah, I love how it drops down. This road drops down into these gullies. So you've ridden that, Nephi's ridden it. Nephi's my nephew. My buddy Chad, I don't think's ridden it, but Jeff has ridden not only that one, but the blue bike before he got his motorcycle. Yeah, so nice down here. Yeah, it seems like that's what they do down here, is it's the fly fishing. Here's a family of motorcycles. Get a little bit of air in this helmet. Got some Harleys. You know, and then another thing that people don't think about when they get into motorcycles is the gear you have to buy. You know, because more than likely you're not going to come off the Can-Am Spyder. You know, not unless someone in front of you does something really stupid, or if you get hit by behind or something like that. So that's why you see me riding in jeans and a t-shirt a lot, and it might be a false sense of trust, but when you're on two wheels, there's too many things that can affect your ride, from wet leaves to pine needles to hitting an oil spot in the road. You know, so then you got to think about, are you going to be all gear all the time, where it's boots over your ankles, pants that have Kevlar built into them, a riding jacket, full-length fingered gloves. Yeah, see, I do the same thing and stop right here. So hopefully she doesn't, yeah, she's just gonna take off. She's got the one shad bag on that right side. That's how they do the Rikers. And the F3 had two. I had the one on the left and the one on the right. You know, when you're talking about riding gear, the stuff's expensive. You know, so my helmet, I think this helmet was close to $500. And then with the new comm system, the GoPro on it, the visor inside the visor so it won't steam up. You know, I have it $1,000, $1,300 in this helmet. So, are you GP riding that thing, tucking in? Yeah, tucking in. Tucking in and leaning at a whopping 25 miles per hour. Yeah, you can tell this is a good motorcycle road because they are all out. Yeah, see, there's more cool air coming off this hill. Oh, Brian, Uncle Brian, when he came down, we took out the black one and the white one. So he rode the white one most of the time, but then at the end I let him ride the black one, and he was shocked at how, you know, because once you're in a car that's got a lot of miles on it, I was just making sure she was good. You know how kind of rattly they feel? They just kind of feel wore out. He was shocked at how put together that black Spyder still, it felt just like that white one, even though it had all those miles on it. Yeah, I love that cliff over to our left. Come down here and take one of those schoolies. Yeah, I think oh, you're really leaning. Getting all out of that corner, huh? I think the biggest advantage of riding a Spyder over two wheels is you just get to go out and have fun, and you don't have to worry about all the things you have to worry about on two wheels. Like, you saw how squirmy this bike was at 55 miles per hour. You know, and we understand why, because it has knobbies on it. But if you're a new rider and you don't understand that's what's going to happen, and it happens to you, that could be the end of your riding. You're going to be afraid, and you're not going to pursue riding. To where on a Spyder, you just ride, and with it having traction control and analog brakes and stability, you know, you don't have to worry about the things you do on two wheels. That's why I like the Spyder so much. Yeah. Yeah, I was very excited when I found this road, because it's super close to the house, or, I mean, for the most part. What did it take us? Maybe 20 minutes to get out here? Ay, ay, ay. These pegs are super small, but they got metal grips on them, so when you're out in the dirt you don't come off of them. So I'm very secure on them. They're just small. And these bars are kind of low to be standing. They need to be up another 1.5 inches or so. To where on the Spyder, the bars are perfect. I love those bars, because they come back just enough. They got enough rise in them. What gear are you in? You might want to drop down to third. Yeah, just see if it likes that better. Oh, dead thing. Yeah, because we're not going that quick. Oh, look at that. It's a Himalayan. That's what that's what I want to replace this. That's my kind of place right there, that travel trailer. Get to know your neighbors so you can walk across their yard to get to the river. That would be cool. Oh, go ahead and stop on this bridge, because it's really pretty both directions. Yeah, there's no one coming, so. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I think there's a lot of full-time people that are here in this campsite. My gas gauge hasn't even budged yet. Yeah. Yeah, they say this thing can get up to like 70, 80 miles per gallon if you ride it right. I've had it up to 70 downhill. Yeah, when Jaden comes down, if the weather's still good, I'm gonna bring her out here. Yeah. It's not as pretty as the Hocking Hills, but it's close. Yeah, it does. I want to get a camper. Look at this Chevy truck right here. It looks like they just cleared over top of the patina. But no, I would love to get a camper and camp down in here underneath that Spanish moss and the river. So what don't you like about that Spyder that you're on? I know you haven't been on it but a handful of miles. Okay. What do you like about it? Compared to this, we'll compare it to the old blue bike that you rode yesterday. Yeah, yeah. On this or on that? Yeah? Yeah, a lot of people hit the horn when they go for turn signals. Yep. But I mean, you're not even used to using turn signals on a motorcycle, so you're even behind the 8-ball. You got to first understand where they are and how to use them. Take that, bird. You almost got it. Yeah, look how pretty this is. Yeah, it's super pretty. Go ahead and kind of pull over in this drive a little bit. Don't pull in, just pull over. Okay? I'll weigh this. And I can just go into the dirt. There you go. That way they can do their thing, we can do our thing back here. But I love how green that water looks. And I think what it is, it's so shallow that there's moss and you can see the moss. Yeah, go ahead and kind of pull over here too and we'll let this guy go by. You can just do it right there. Just slide over. And then I'll be back up with you shortly. I'm just riding in the dirt. All right, you're good. I don't think I've ever looked left here because I've always looked down the river. Yeah. Yeah, and all the Spanish moss. I don't know why there's so much Spanish moss down here and not in other places. It's so Florida-like. And there's no one behind us, so you can stop here. I love looking downriver here. It's super pretty. We finally saw someone not fly fishing and regular fishing. Oh, look at the old camper. Yeah, it's always there. That's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of people that full-time here or maybe spend the winter here and this is their residence. But yeah, what a gorgeous place to stay for the winter. Modal. But I mean, what's the temperature? It should say on the Spyder somewhere. 79 degrees on December 29th. Is that what we said? Yeah. Yes. Slightly different than Ohio, for sure. And then we are gonna, oh, go ahead. Yeah, see, that's the problem with Ohio. Is when it's decent, it's usually raining. Especially in the winter. Or it's warm, but there's no sun because it's just gray. You and your leaning. MotoGP. What about King of the Baggers? Have you seen that yet? Really? So what they do is they take a Harley or an Indian full dresser. So a touring bike. And they still leave the bags on it, but it's all carbon fiber. And they race them. A full-size bike. It is wild. And the speeds that these people are getting, they're almost as fast as the other bikes. But they're a big, heavy bike. They're not stripped down to, you know, 100% race bike. So, and then whatever the speed limit is, we can do it now. We can do 40. Yeah, we can do 45. If you feel comfortable going that fast on this little road. And then I think there's a stop sign coming up, and we'll turn left. I'm doing 43, and I went to shift into 6th gear, and I don't have one. All right, so we'll turn left here, and I'll let everybody go, and we will head on home.